Thompson opens with the three. The Bulls were 18 of 23. And then DeRozan rewarding the big guy for running. DeRozan just took his time.
Brace yourselves, because the Golden State Warriors' nightmare just hit a whole new level, and it's not just Klay's fault. Draymond Green's on a mission to turn every game into a WWE SmackDown. Stick around to find out how this chaos is making the Dubs this season an absolute roller coaster. So remember a few ticks on the clock ago when our main man Klay Thompson threw shade at a reporter accusing them of benching conspiracy? Classic Klay, am I right? Fast forward and we've got a front row seat to the Warriors' roller coaster of a season. Now let's talk about Andrew Wiggins. Bless his heart, he's been giving us thrills, but lately it's more spills. Career low stats? Check. 26.4% from beyond the arc? Ouch. PR is taking a nosedive, and don't even get me started on the negative contributions. It's like watching a rom-com. You're cringing, but you can't look away. So, what does the basketball maestro Steve Kerr do? He pulls a rabbit out of the coaching hat, benches Wiggins, and brings in the enigma we'll call Brandon for simplicity's sake. Shift happens, right? But here's the kicker. The Warriors' dream lineup of Looney, Draymond, Wiggins, Klay, and Steph? Yeah, that lineup is officially their weakest link. Kerr's got tricks up his sleeve, benches Wiggins, and cues Brandon. Fasten your seatbelts, guys. Now the cherry on top is Klay's epic comeback after an ACL and Achilles blow. But hold your horses, it gets darker. 2 injury-laden seasons, torn ACL, torn Achilles, the works. We're talking about Klay's resilience here. The guy who dropped 60 points with 11 dribbles is now facing his basketball mortality. It's a saga, a roller coaster, and it's not over. Stay tuned, because the Warriors' nightmare just took a wild twist, and we're diving deep into the chaos, my friends. Let's rewind a bit. Klay's comeback journey is a tale of grit, resilience, and that trademark smooth shooting. Picture this. 4 NBA championships, 4 50-plus point games, and the iconic 60-point show against the Indiana Pacers with only 11 dribbles. Klay Thompson isn't just a shooter, he's a maestro and artist on the court. Pair him with the greatest shooter in NBA history, and voila, you've got a dynasty in the making. Klay Thompson, the man, the myth, the sharpshooting legend, faced yet another uphill battle. A different game and a different vibe, but things weren't exactly rainbows and unicorns for him. Another year of grueling rehabilitation awaited him, and guess what? The Golden State Warriors, true to their warrior spirit, stood by his side through thick and thin. Let's rewind a bit. The moment Klay tore his ACL, they didn't hesitate. They inked him to a 5-year, $189 million deal. Big bucks, sure, but that's the price you pay for a cornerstone like Klay. Now here's where it gets interesting. When the draft gods presented the chance to snag a potential Klay 2.0, the Warriors opted for James Wiseman, pivoting towards need over raw talent. Imagine the alternate universe where LaMelo Ball donned the Warriors jersey. But hey, that's a rabbit hole for another day. Fast forward to the 2021-22 season, and Klay's back on the court. Sure, he's not the Klay of yesteryear, but he's a valuable asset, boasting a 1.0 VP. Defense may not be his forte, but at the height of his powers, even a negative DBPM didn't dim his shine. The man came back and played a pivotal role in securing another championship for the Warriors. A miracle? Maybe, but that's Klay for you. Now let's switch gears to the weirdness that unfolded in the past offseason. The Warriors' core faced uncertainty. Draymond Green threw punches, both metaphorical and literal. Jordan Poole seemed off, chemistry was wonky, and Draymond pulled the ultimate power move. It was a choose him or me ultimatum. Draymond, with his contract on the line, flirted with other teams, even the idea of donning purple and gold with LeBron or embracing the royal life in Sacramento. The decision loomed large. Stick with the championship core or embrace the new blood of Jordan Poole, Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, and Andrew Wiggins. Bob Myers, faced with a Herculean task, opted to leave, leaving the Warriors at a crossroads. Mike Dunleavy Jr. took the reins, vowing to build around the young guns. Jordan Poole's future seemed secure, a 4-year extension in the works. A few days later, a curveball, Jordan Poole traded for Chris Paul. The roller coaster ride continued. Draymond extended with the Warriors, and here's where things get tricky. A move that looked like a masterstroke initially is now raising eyebrows. Draymond's stats hit career highs, but the Warriors seem to miss Jordan Poole, especially the version that graced the 2021-22 season. Chemistry is a fickle thing, and now, with Draymond suspended for questionable moves on the court, the Warriors find themselves in unfamiliar territory, the 11th seed in the West, a far cry from their former glory. Now, the plot thickens. Klay Thompson, in his age 33 season, is feeling the weight of his impending contract expiration. Back in April, he dropped the bomb, expecting a max contract extension. With a year left on his deal at $43 million, the Warriors face a dilemma. The expectation, the pressure, it's all there. But with the team struggling, the championship dream seemed distant. Last season, Klay Thompson treated us to a historic offensive spectacle, becoming the third player ever to nail 300 three-pointers in a season. Fast forward to now, and we find ourselves at an inflection point for the Golden State Warriors. With Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, and the possibility of Draymond Green opting into his $27 million deal, the Warriors are staring at a potential payroll and luxury task surpassing the $500 million mark. Here's the kicker. Despite their attempts, the Warriors couldn't make headway in contract extension talks with Klay Thompson. Now, with all due respect to the man who's been a cornerstone of the franchise, reality hits hard. Klay's current on-box performance doesn't align with the Nets' contract caliber. Sporting a negative 2.8 box plus-minus and a mere 1.0 value over the replacement player, Klay seems more a liability than an asset. Career lows in field goal and three-point percentages, coupled with his lowest points per game since his rookie season, make a max contract seem unjustifiable. The plot thickens with Klay getting benched in a game against the Phoenix Suns. Anthony Slater split the behind-the-scenes drama, recounting Klay's visible frustration, yelling toward the bench, and expressing his discontent. The aftermath reveals a report by Shams Charania that the Warriors had offered Klay a 2-year, $48 million contract extension before the season. However, as Shams updates, there's no deal on the table anymore, leaving Klay to play out the season. As Shams points out, it's not just Klay's struggles. Andrew Wiggins, expected to lighten Steph Curry's scoring load, is also hitting career lows. With young guns Jonathan Kuminga and Brandon getting more minutes, the torch passing speculation looms large. Could this be the end of an era for the aging Warriors core? The decision for the organization is undeniably tough, contemplating whether to let a franchise icon like Klay walk away or embrace a potential passing of the torch. The Warriors stand at a crossroads, and the path forward is anything but clear. Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. The Warriors' saga is far from over.